So here we are. One of the best decisions I've ever made in my life is becoming a life insurance agent. But let's rewind and let's start from the beginning. When I first started out, I had no intentions at all in being a life insurance agent. It wasn't on my radar, wasn't thought about, right? I think a life insurance agent, I think of somebody knocking on doors, walking around. I don't know if I want to do that. But I always wanted to help people. So how it started, I met someone from, I believe it was Allstate, if I'm not mistaken. And he kind of mentioned it to me. I'm not really interested, but I do know a bunch of people that I can send to you. So at that point, I was just sending him a bunch of people, not thinking anything of it. Let's fast forward now to about 1 year later. I meet, definitely in my eyes, one of the most amazing men. Definitely a good mentor, had a really good heart. That's what I look for. Not really too concerned about your skill set, right? Because skills is something that you can learn. And he was skillful, but I was more concerned about his heart. So the company was Primerica. I didn't know at the time. I might have heard it, but again, I'm doing a bunch of different things. I'm not thinking about going knocking door to door to people that don't know me. You can't do that in Harlem. You can't do that in New York. We don't do that. People don't let their own friends in. Right? People knocking on the doors like, shh. And you don't call and tell them you coming, your own friends can't get in the house. So we definitely not knocking on no stranger doors. Anyway, I meet him, think he's fantastic. He gives me the breakdown, wasn't trying to sell me anything. He was presenting an opportunity for me by telling me what he did. And I said, oh yeah, I send a bunch of people to this guy I met. He said, brother, you know you could get paid for that? Oh. The Allstate guy never told me I could get paid for that. He never told me that. I said, okay, that's interesting. I'm not sure if this is something I don't want to do right now. I was like, no pressure. He said, I'm going to send you some information. You take a look at it. If you're interested, then you can join. So everything is symbolic to me, right? Everything is symbolic. So I get home, I check the email, sent the email. And so my birthday is January 24th. It was exactly $124 to start the process. I looked at it as a sign. I said, okay, no problem. Not knowing too much about anything. I'm very tech savvy, so I believe we were supposed to meet maybe a week later, and he could kind of give me like the details on how to get in, how to start studying for the test, how to set up the state exam. Me, I go in, once I'm locked in on something, I'm locked in. So I get in there, I figure it out, I start studying. I take the test the first time before I study. So let me rewind. I take the test the first time without studying at all. I believe I got a 56 and you need a 70 to pass. I really just wanted to know like how much of it did I need to know? How much of it was common sense? So I said, I can do this, I can study. I locked in, I studied, I passed the test in like 7 days. Cool. Funny about the story is I call him up. I'm like, hey, we got to meet. He said, yeah, let's meet up. Let's figure out, let's get you a line so we can get you started so you can start studying. So I go there and I play like a little joke on him, tell him, hey, they sent me a paper saying that I don't have to take the test. He was like, bro, whoever sent you this is by law. You got to pass the test in order to sell life insurance. But the paper was a certificate showing that I passed. He couldn't believe it. He was like, oh my God, this is amazing. He called his wife. He's like, he passed. She said, what? He didn't even, all the good stuff. So in my first 30 days, I recruited over, I want to say 50 people, and I definitely did over 50 applications, right? Now, I wasn't paying for leads. I thought, and I knew we had something amazing, and I just wanted to share it with everybody I know. I know the importance of life insurance. I've seen too many fish fries and GoFundMes and people asking for money and flyers. Please help me. I want to bury my family. And it's like that hurts my heart, that we're not prepared for it. So I'm telling everybody, I remember standing with a group of like my friends, and I believe I asked, how many people have life insurance? I think 2 of them out of 10 said they do. So everybody else, I signed up, moving forward. One thing that I'm not going to be is restricted. I just didn't want to help, people who are healthy, right? I also wanted to be able to help people who may not be that. They have type 2 diabetes, what's in our community. You may have hypertension, what's also in our community, right? And a lot of them was getting turned away. So I said there has to be more options. Now, if I had the choice, I would have stayed with them longer for maybe a year or two, learned everything that I needed to learn, and then go on my own. My fast, smart, behind self, and having a great mentor, I decided that, I wasn't going to be limited. You guys only have one option, which is term, and term is not for everybody. I can't sell term life to an 80-year-old. Let me see if I can find something different, something that I can offer more products, right? Not just term life. What a mistake. Hindsight, it was the best decision I made. It wasn't the best decision at the time. So trying to get my business license, it took almost a year. So I went from making about $16,000, $17,000 a month from insurance to making zero. Now, I grew up right in a neighborhood where if you making $16,000, $17,000 a month, you gonna know. You know when this person got their income tax. You know when this person found money or hit the lotto or got a new job. You know. That's what we were in. At least most of us. So when I'm living that I got $17,000 a month life, right? I got the Porsche Taycan. I had the Porsche Cayenne Coupe. And it's I'm an idiot because it's I realized that I was focusing and investing more so on my image than my future. But I was having fun doing it. I was a fresh fly idiot. I'll take that right now. My mindset is just totally different because in the circle I'm in. But at that time point, it was I'm making another $17,000. This is easy. Talking to people is easy. I'm definitely making me another $17,000 next month. Let me go shopping. How much is Porsche cost? It can't be that much. I'm making $17,000 a month. That's the attitude I had. But that money went it took me about a year in order for me to get all my paperwork. And at that time, and anybody could relate to this, even if you're passionate about something, no matter what it is, if you're not making money from it and you don't already have some type of income coming in from something else, right? Some type of passive income, then you're going to have to find something else to do. And I found a bunch of other things to do. I never let my license lapse because it took me so long for me to get, but I really wasn't focused on insurance. I was kind of focusing on everything else. Now let's fast forward. There's a term that one of my brothers and mentors use, and it's called burning the boats. Here's the reality that I learned and what's helped me on my journey. You need to focus your time, energy, and effort into one entity. I learned that there's a huge misconception that I had, thinking that I had to work multiple jobs in order to earn multiple streams of income. And it's I got 7 incomes coming in. What difference does it make when one of them is paying $2 and one is paying $4, the other one is paying $6? That ain't cute. At least not for me. My mentor, Burn the Boats, my accountant, he told me, bro, you had a decent year. Can I be honest with you? Yeah. And this is my heart. This is my heart talking to me. Multi-millionaire, very successful. Jim Rohn said this, and I quote, "If somebody is wealthy and happy, you gotta listen. You gotta listen." So it's all right, you got my ear anyway. You've been nothing but a blessing in my life. He said, bro, you'll never make high 6 figures, 7 figures, or 8 figures by the route that you're taking. I don't know if you ever seen that cartoon when somebody get hit with a ton of bricks. That hurt. I'm what you mean? He said, bro, you spreading yourself too thin. Here's what hurt me. Here's where it really hit you at. I know for sure, right? He's one of the best accountants in the world. He has multi-millionaire accounts he's doing. I know for a fact that he's done over 20, 30 multi-millionaires accounts. And he's telling me he don't know one person that's doing as much as I'm doing and hitting that 7 and 8 figure mark. Bro, you're not gonna be able to do it, bro. I'm like, you talking about getting hit with some bricks? I said, wow, bro. And this is the point in my life where I was super confused. Because when somebody is wealthy and happy, you gotta listen. I know he has my best interest at heart. He's been nothing but a blessing to me. I look at him as a brother and a mentor. But it's going against everything that I've learned for the last 30 years. 5 minutes made me question the last 30 years of my life. Now I'm sitting there, metaphorically crippled for 2 weeks, trying to decide what business do I want to put all my time, energy, and effort into. God, I need help, man. I can't afford to choose the wrong thing. I don't know how that's going to affect my relationship with myself, and I don't know how that's going to affect my relationship with you. Please help me make the right decision. I prayed, I meditated, I couldn't move, wasn't answering my phone, my hair was looking crazy, no haircut. And it was like, well, I want to make meaningful money, I want to help people, and I want to teach. Let's do life insurance. You can help families. You can teach other agents after you've, right? I'm a strong believer in lead by example or don't lead at all. You build something out and they'll come. You build it, they'll come. All right, let me build it out. Toughest decision I've ever made in my life. And I poured everything I had into this business. That was 8 months ago. 8 months ago, I didn't have an agency. I had one agent. Today's March 16th, 2025. And we have over 200 agents. God is so good. 200 agents in less than a year. Really less than 8 months. And from this point now, I've proven that I can build. I've proven that I have a lead system that works, because it's not just me, right? There's other agents that's producing. There's other agents that's making money. There's other agents. And it showed me a lot, not only about myself, but about just me going down like the wrong path for so long, and God still having patience and grace and obviously awareness to just shift me over a little bit. Some of you just need a slight shift. You going in the right direction, you just probably on the wrong road getting there. So this video was really to kind of like just share some of my journey with you guys. I have agents making over $10,000 a month. I have agents helping so many families. We've helped so many families in the last year. And I was this close. Let me see if I can get it to you guys. Can y'all see that? I was this close to giving up. How many lives would have been affected if I would have given up? You are incredible. You are amazing. All the talent that you have is God's gift to you. What you do with it is your gift back to Him. Don't let your grandparents, your parents, whoever raised you, your guardians, your teachers, don't let their hard work go in the vain. The best advice that I could give you that's going to take you from wherever you are to wherever you want to be is to choose something you're passionate about. Pour into yourself as if your life depended on it, because it does, in your future, and love yourself. You're not going to be perfect. I'm far from perfect. I made a ton of mistakes. All learning lessons. I'm not the same man I was yesterday. I'm not concerned with investing in my image. I'm concerned with investing in my future. So I encourage you to take a long look and a deep dive into your life and figure out what it is you really want to do, who it is you really want to be. How do people see you? What are you known for? And what do you want to be known for? Because you can't be known for everything. You think of MJ, I think of basketball. I think of the greatest player ever, right? Serena. I don't think of bowling when I talk about Serena. When I talk about Jay-Z, what am I thinking about, right? What do you want to be known for? You can stamp your legacy now. It is never too late. And I'm going to leave you with this. I think the average multimillionaire becomes a millionaire when they're like over 50. Oh, how sexy is that? You got time, but you gotta start today. I've been in dire need, and I've been sitting pretty, and I've been in between. I've been in both circles. And the difference is their sense of urgency. Like today is the day, not tomorrow, not Monday. Where people who are struggling typically need to think about everything. I need to think about it. Good luck with that. Even better, how has that been working out for you? You thinking about it all the time. How's that? Oh, it hasn't. Oh, because you're here. Because that's what I mean, it hasn't worked out. You owe it to yourself, and you owe to the people who put time, energy, and effort into you to don't let their hard work go into vain. And my last message is for you, Ernie. My heart, I was in love with you from the first time I saw you, and will always love you. Your hard work will never go into vain. I will never let you down. I live for you every single day. You have a beautiful great grandson who loves you. I show him pictures of you all the time. You poured into me, so I choose to pour into others. I love you more than the meaning of the word, and your legacy lives on. Blessings to you.